Hello, I'm Ritz Blues, and this is a speed run of Interstate 82, any percent, best cutscenes. Interstate 82 is an auto vigilante arcade style game for the PC, came out in 1999. It could be best described as Twisted Metal meets Grand Theft Auto Vice City. The reason that I think this would be a good candidate for GDQ is that the game is a fantastic game in terms of like gameplay and fun factor, but also the cutscenes and plot are just absolutely um, well, they're out there. They're not particularly great. The voice acting is terrible, and the plot is extremely convoluted. Um, so hopefully you'll find it entertaining. Um, So I'll go ahead and start the run here. I will count down from 3, 2, 1, go. So, all right, much better. Didn't crash on load. That's a very, very good start. So right off the bat, we're in Las Vegas. The main character is Taurus in the blue car here. His former vigilante partner, Groove Champion, has gone missing, and Groove's sister Sky has come to find us to help locate Groove. The last she had heard from Groove, she was supposed to meet him at the Zircon Lounge in Las Vegas. So here we are in beautiful Las Vegas, 1982, and you can tell by all the crowds of people and bright lights that this is the place.
Down the alley there.
So we can drive around, shoot a few things, but for the most part, we just want to get one kill to get a little bit of money. And then we'll do a Dark Souls dodge roll to show that it's there and totally useless.
Taking care of business.
So that's the first stage done. So we'll go ahead and in between stages, we can customize our vehicles by removing or adding components as needed. So we'll go ahead and upgrade the engine just so that our top speeds are a little bit faster, help us get through the end of the stage just a hair quicker. So the bartender at the Zircon Lounge did not know anything. He didn't have any particularly useful information. So we're gonna go and see if we can find Groove's trailer where he was staying and hiding beginning the game. You can also see that it's very difficult to control vehicles at high speeds. It's very likely to go careening off in the direction.
Picking up a new signal. Over.
Thankfully, we're cutscene here, so it doesn't matter how fast we go here.
Hey, boy!
It's very easy to lose control. I think that's by design, though, because they want you to be able to kind of swing around and swerve around and try and lose enemies as you drive. So in this skirmish here, as long as I can get out of here without too many of them following me, and Sky falls behind me, we can skip here. And now they're all, almost all off radar. Be careful, we can still keep Sky alive. So this level, we don't actually have to kill anything, which is why I took all the guns off. It's possible. And hopefully with no creepers directly on my tail. Almost made it. So we want to try and drive on the wall there and make our way over that fence to allow us to travel down the river a bit faster. And we got it. Okay, cool. So now we're on the other side of the fence there, and that's going to save a little time because it avoids an encounter over at that intersection to the north, which we don't want to deal with because guns. There is one additional encounter that we also avoid just by sort of despawning them by getting them off radar. And that'll be up ahead here on the other side of this bridge. In a couple seconds, we'll see a few. Oh, don't crash. Okay. We'll see a few creepers spawn to the north, to our right there. But so long as we don't wipe out entirely, and we can get some distance here, which we did, we can get to the trailer with no enemies on us, and that will end the stage.
This must be it. Does not look good.
Okay, So that is mission successful. We're going to go ahead and remove our components and say goodbye to our Farello. Because we don't need it anymore. So Groove's trailer's been totaled. We run into our old mechanic pal Skeeter. And while we talk about how to find Groove or where to go next, we start getting attacked by creepers. And even though the three of us all are vigilantes and have our own weaponry in our cars, Torres decides it's best that everybody hide in the wreckage except for himself. So we have three perfectly good cars. Thankfully, I can steal this guy's car. No problem. Just take out. This is the first of the arena stages where the only real objective is to destroy everything that is enemy. There's a few in the game, but this one is the first one it's supposed to be. Although sometimes you have a lot of trouble. Whoa, don't go backwards. So the best part about this is that orange car has a tendency to kill its buttons. That's wonderful. Because that makes it he does drop mines, that does make him a little bit dangerous. But he abandoned the car and blew himself up. So that's pretty good.
You can come out now.
Not too bad. Ooh, gold split. Very nice. Okay, so we'll go ahead and continue trip. So we're still hanging out in the wreckage. We don't know what to do. And then all of a sudden on the radio, we hear Rank Dick is a creeper that has captured Groove and invites us to come to Desert Hills Mall and try and get him. Which is an obvious trap because this place is a fortress. But we're going to see if we can get Groove back. First obstacle is to get over that wall, and take a little time to destroy a trailer to get inside. Then we got to get into the inner cloister, so we're going to drive through this lovely, not yet completed department store, shaped like a spiral, I guess. And in the secret back room, there is a lever that we can use to open the gates to the innermost portion of the not yet completed mall. So now we're going to make our way back out of this store. Avoid the creeper on the way. And one car that we need to watch out for in particular to avoid is the big yellow van. That guy right there. He's got my number. Like so many different runs that I've done in this game, he will intentionally ram into me and absolutely obliterate me. So, that fortress on the right there is absolutely covered with turrets, which include machine guns and rockets, and we're just not well equipped to fight them. So we're gonna up our game here a little bit heavier firepower, and we're gonna steal this little Metronaut. This car's a dream. I mean, like, it's free money, it's free real estate. This car has every upgrade in it, which, you can turn on a dime. You can pretty much make this car drive sideways if you really want. It's that incredibly overpowered. The only downside about this car is it's so small that you can't really put very many heavy weapons on it. But that's okay. It's love it. So we destroyed all the power generators, and that shuts all the turrets off. And it also opens up a side door here in Lady Mr. Large Guy. I don't know who designed this place, but it's nothing but open space and ramps. Not a lot of room for shopping, I guess. Maybe that was the style back then. But we're going to jump across here, and now we're on top of the fortress, and we're going to make our way over to Nice.
This is rank X to all dickies. In light of recent setbacks in dealing with the annoying Mr. Torture, I've decided to take Mr. Champion and seek higher ground, so to speak. I trust that you will deal with him accordingly.
Okay, done with that.
Alright. So Rank escaped with Groove, and he went to go into hiding. We don't know where he went. So now we have to escape them all. Almost got me with a harpoon. That would have really nailed me. Ah, the van! Get away from me! That yellow demon. Leave me alone. Okay, we are good. So we just got to make our way back out of the mall. Throwing that lever opened all the gates, so now we can just lose control on that little hill there. Make our way out, and that completes the 4th level. Shopping spree. Pretty good. Okay, so now that we have finished that, we've got another car that we can strip down for a few parts here, but most importantly, removing all these lovely engine and transmission components. This should give us plenty of money to finish the rest of the game, and we will never have a need to worry about what we're going to put in our upgrades for the final vehicle we get into this level. So, alright, so this is Ambush. This level has the potential to lose a ton of time if you do it wrong. So hopefully we do this right here. We're going to ambush these guys. We're going to destroy a perfectly innocent civilian's van to distract the dickies when they're out of their cars.
Check your radar. We gotta run. Can't leave. Don't let that.
Okay. So we have a runner. We're going to try and blow him up. Looks like we actually have several runners. But we've got these nice heat-seeking missiles that can just blow up the extra cars. We only really need to follow one of these guys. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to follow the one that's got the flame trail. Because the other one is entirely unnecessary. So this part's pretty much just an auto-scroller. So this would be like a pretty good time for information reading or things like that. All we're going to do is follow this car until he gets pretty close to the secret base, and then after that we'll decide what to do. Red car is by far the easiest, well, the fire trail cars, is what they call them. It's not a Corvette. It looks like a Corvette. It drives like a Corvette. Everything about it screams like a Corvette. But it's not a Corvette that we have. All the car models in this scheme are made of. Alright, so we're gonna do a shot at this guy here. Him. He's following me. Drive through a little village here, a little town. I'm not shooting this guy yet. I want him to be weak at the end of this stage. I want him to be very low in the yellow section of his health bar, but I don't do it before this part because if I time it right, he'll crash into that semi-truck who apparently fell asleep at the wheel. That's okay. Blink away at this guy's health with my little machine gun. I don't want to blow him completely up. That should be just about enough. And so that's going to weaken his car enough that when we finally arrive at the last section of the level, he's going to abandon his car. And that's exactly what I want him to do. Alright, that'll definitely do it. So we've essentially made it here. He's going to try and drive really crazy to try and shake me, but I mean, he won't. So once we see him drive up this road here, then we will get to the second phase of this fight.
Breaker 1-1. Vixen, I got a 20 on the creeper hideout. Over.
I roger that, Stampede. Wax that fool before he can warn that dick guy. Over.
Roger that. Over and out.
Alright, so there's two other creepers here that we gotta blow up long before they get close to me because they are heavily armed. Okay, takes care of those guys. Now before we kill the last guy, we're just gonna pop over here and steal this lovely car that is absolutely heavily armed, and we'll just run him over and then get the level.
A dead Dickie is a good Dickie.
Mission successful. Ooh, gold split. Okay, so now that we have the best car in the game, the Phaedra pickup, we're gonna soup it up here with a few things. Pop some shielding in a few areas of interest. Remove the fire dropper, add some specials, get a little bit of nitrous, always nice to have. I'm gonna pop up our internal components all the way to the max so that this thing just rips through levels super fast. And drop that. Alright, so now we're ready to move down into Rank's pit. We finally found the hidden base of
Okay.
Rank Dick. So we're gonna make our way down to the mine. See if we can't rescue our buddy crew. So, even with all the upgrades, it's very easy to slide around and lose control when you're on the terrain in areas like this mine. Going airborne, you're sure to lose control pretty quick. Okay, so there's the first skirmish in this room here. You gotta be careful driving around in these mines because there are giant pits scattered about in them. If you fall in them, you're pretty much instantly dead. So, the reason we pick up the Phaedra pickup is that it has the best balance between heavy armaments and speed. If you want like really heavy armaments, you can drive like a Greyhound bus if you really want. There's plenty of guns that you can stick on that. However, it drives super slow, so we also need speed. So that's why this Phaedra is like a good car to pick up. And you really can't argue with the price. If I were to run this game at SGDQ, I would actually make a custom skin for the Phaedra that have the SGDQ logo or something on it. Alright, so now we have a boss fight with Rank Dick, and apparently another car joined us. It should be interesting. But hope you like puns.
Howdy ho there, chap. Bits of news for you. Your groovy friend is here with me. What a fool! It's a drill, mate. I'm gonna fill you full of holes.
I'm not used to there being a car following me in here, so he shoved me around quite a bit. Hopefully this doesn't mess up the fight
You become a mime and you
or instantly kill me.
Shut your castle.
Oh lord.
It's about time I feel you in.
Nope, didn't mess with me at all. Alright, hope you didn't blink, because that was the boss fight. The other car? We don't care. We'll just ignore him. He can shoot at us all he wants. So, that's Rank's Pit. Didn't crash this time, always nice. So let's go ahead. We got Groove. Alright. So we killed Rank, but unfortunately Rank had a detonator on a timer for all of the boxes. So now we very quickly have to escape from the mines before they all explode.
Yeah, dude. We'll be fine.
We've got basically 5 minutes to shoot our way out of here. I will say that the music for this level is absolutely wonderful. It is by Tito, song by Tito. I don't know if it's like a recut of one of their original songs, but it definitely flags me for copyrights on YouTube when I run this game. So enjoy it. The escape here. Pretty straightforward. Driving, jumping, shooting boxes. So enjoy the ride. The moonwalk, that's nice. Makes it easier to get in the car. So every once in a while, with the right positioning or timing, if you flip that lever, it slides Taurus back like about a full car length, maybe half a car length, something like that, which is just enough to kick him right next to your car if you position it just right. Which is a nice thing. Plus, it looks good. Pretty stylish when that happens. I like to try and use nitrous whenever possible, but if you drive too fast in these tunnels, it actually does make you ram into the ceiling. Speed sometimes actually does against you in this game. Alright, so we're in the final chamber now. Just gotta make this last jump here. Hello, man. Amazing jump. Nice clean exit too, very good. This will be a gold for sure. Alright, that's Rank's Pit. Oh, nope, I guess it wasn't. Oh well. Alright, so we've escaped Rank's Pit, and we find out that Groove has been undercover, and that he has uncovered some kind of a government conspiracy that goes all the way up to the president. So that's why so many people want to try and kill him. So we try and go hide somewhere at night and sort of rest a little bit, start recovering while Groove tells his story. And unfortunately, there's a bunch of creepers inbound that are making their way towards us, even though we're hiding in the middle of nowhere. So it's a little suspect that they're just, they seem to know exactly where we are. So we've got to cut them off. We've got to cut off their access. Thankfully, there's a handful of tunnels and bridges that are the only way here that we can destroy. And yeah, I did drive pretty much straight up a wall to get here, which is pretty cool. So here, for the first time, I'm going to be switching to first-person mode. For whatever reason, the sound is glitched on this installation, so you don't really hear anything. But it does make the gunfire in the game a little bit more accurate, but it's not as fun to play that way. I don't know if it's actually faster or not to go one way or the other, but it certainly makes it easier to shoot precision targets like bridges and tunnels. So we have our nitrous. We also have a lovely tool called the suckler as a specialty tool that allows us to launch the car into the air a few times before running out of uses. So now we've destroyed the bridge. We're making our way over now to a tunnel that is also nearby. We're gonna slip our way down this mountainside here and hopefully not crash. Good. So once again, we're gonna switch to first-person view, line up with one of these rails, and just unload. tunnel.
The tunnel is down. Is there another way across? Over.
So now we've got one last roadblock that we need to make. Unfortunately, this last one does not have a tunnel or a bridge, so we're just going to have to figure something out. So once again, we're going to go rocketing up a wall, drive out of bounds for just a little bit. And make our way towards the enemy cars. Flip around.
Hey, kill him!
And
Hey, kill him!
that should be enough to destroy them. Okay.
Yeah.
So we've killed all the creepers by sieging them from the top of the mountain there. So the last little bit here is to figure out how to build a roadblock for this last road here. And by the time we're done with that, I think Skeeter will be done with repairing his truck and we can all get out. So. There we go. And that takes care of that.
Breaker, breaker, 1-2. Vixen, swinger. This is Stampede. You copy?
We got you, Stampede.
The road is blocked. You guys got some time. I'm heading back. Over and out.
Okay, had a little trouble on that one with lining up some of the shots at the end there, but nothing too serious. So we've been running into a lot of creepers. They're somehow able to track us. We don't know how. So we're gonna try and catch a creeper and figure out
Deputy, I got multiple.
how they've been able to follow us. If this run gets accepted into GDQ as an incentive, I'll do this drill show jump. It doesn't really do anything. It's just kind of a fun little thing you can do. Jumping on the ramp like that. Good waste of nitrous. As we wait for the enemies to randomly appear. This time it took a long time for them to spawn. Sometimes they spawn right away. But we're gonna shoot some. Whoa! Did he just kill Sky? Wow! Okay. Well, that was rough. So yeah, that can happen sometimes, I guess. He just obliterated Sky. I guess she just drove into the hail of bullets, or she killed herself. Hard to say which. It's a pretty common occurrence for Sky to drive up against like a wall or something and just shoot missiles into it and just destroy herself. Fire some missiles. Another arena fight, but this is made much easier by having these seeker missiles. Trying to drive around while they're shooting missiles at us, or dealing with their radars using like machine guns is a lot harder. Alright, so we've got one last creeper on the radar. We've got plenty of health, so we're gonna go after this guy. Catch a little piece of the landscape there and just swung me around. Two more times. There we go.
Chalk another victory up for the Stampede.
And that'll get him to jump out of his vehicle, which we will then be able to capture. And done. Alright, so he made up a little time there. Keep going. So we find out that they've got a radar that can track Groove, and there's a false tooth in his head with a tracking device in it. So we rip the tooth out, and we plant it on that super secret service agent guy that was captured. And yeah. now we are trying to follow which way that agent went, but unfortunately there's a roadblock with a bunch of corrupt police who claim that we have destroyed the book. So we are making our way past that blockade. And because they're police and we're supposed to be the good guys, we are not allowed to kill them. Although that says nothing about their ability to kill themselves. Apparently 2 of them are German. So we got a couple more blockades to make our way past here. But thankfully some good use of the suckler makes it pretty easy to jump over those barricades. Drive down this last straightaway on the road. Alright, so good.
Good. Nice.
That is
Now
the
let's see if
end
we
of
can get
Fuzzy
this tracker
Bear.
thing working. See where the SSS cat went. Over.
Roger that, Stampede. Over.
Alright, so we managed to track the creepers all the way to a hidden government base out in the middle of the desert in the southwest. You guys probably remember this as something people were going to Naruto run through, because actually they can't shoot all of us, right? Well, I guess part of that's true. If you go fast enough, we're in the trench run on the outskirts of Area 49. Yep, Area 49. Infamous. So we're going to be driving through these trenches as fast as we can using nitrous to speed us up. We're going to try and avoid the terrain as much as possible while driving past the turrets.
Just like Boxcar did in Mexico.
So all these branching paths weave back and forth together. I'm trying to just pick the ones that are shortest and mostly fastest. If I start to slip though, I do have to slam on my brakes so that I don't hit the walls. If I slam into the walls too much, I can flip over or flip on my side and take damage. And I need all the help I can get on this stage. Because the second half is absolutely rough. No. We're good.
I got the tower defense on radar. That's our objective. Kill the tower, kill the guns. Are you sure your weapons can cut it?
Watch out. Load.
What about the tower?
I'll worry about that tower. You worry about those creepers.
Hurry, Stampede. They're coming in real fast. I can't deal. Sorry.
Ignore the truck. Stay on Stampede.
Get clear, Vixen. You can't do much back there.
There is a strength in you, young road warrior.
Who are you?
Stampede, I am your father.
Say again?
Prepare to die.
Alright, well that was a touching reunion with our bots. So now we're just going to make our way down the rest of this trench. Try not to slip and slide too much as we maneuver our catching on fire or running sideways or anything like that. Much more. Cross our way this way. Go. Whoa! Not good. Definitely not good. Alright. Let's try and drive that back. Alright. Alright. We're good. We can recover from this. Don't want to blow up though. Quit shooting me, please. Oh no. Okay, good. Ooh, I thought for a second there the game froze.
This kind of reminds me of the trench run at the death station in that movie Space Wars.
Alright, trench run complete. So now we are in Area 49. And we got to figure out what happened to the SSS car. We're going to make our way over here and try and find it. And here it is. Unfortunately, while we were here, Groove decided to sample some of the local, let's call it fungal life. And he's taken over control of Skeeter's car.
Where did they come from?
So he's gone a little bit loopy. So we just need to keep him alive while he drives frantically about the base. Once again, it's another arena fight where we need to make sure to not take too much damage, try and kill these guys as much as we can. Unfortunate. These guys are behind. Good. One more, two more. Last one way back there behind us. Alright, cool. So that's all of the enemies in Area 49. Now we just gotta wait for Groove to come down.
We're coming through. Ah! Ah!
Groove, chilled out.
Day 27. Rations are gone. Dr. Winthrop and Susie haven't returned from the windward side of the island. Losing hope. Last of the lamp oil gone. Overcome by fatigue. Must sleep. Must.
Oh God, Groove.
That smells. That smells. Ew.
Alright. So that was a good run there. So after finally calming down, we managed to find a spaceship hidden in Area 49, although I do want to make an adjustment on my car here before we move on. We want one more set of rockets. Alright. So we find a spaceship, but it's not really a spaceship. It's actually a helicopter wearing a spaceship costume, and inside of it are guns and passports intended for the Contras. And and we find Mr. Hinckley's agent, Solorzano, inside. So unfortunately, she shoots Sky. We shoot her back, and we now work in a fight. Solorzano has a whole bunch of super secret service agents at her disposal. But thankfully we managed to kill them all fairly quickly. Or we killed her very quickly. So we have to get rid of her before the agents show up, because they're armed with really nasty harpoons and laser turrets. Oh, ah! Alright, so pretty much spend the rest of the time hunting down all the rest of Solorzano's goons in the area. So, yet another arena fight. So, that's kill
Swinger,
Solorzano.
this is Stampede. Bring Sky and meet me on the tarmac. Over.
And now we
Roger.
groove.
Out.
I must be losing my mind.
Alright. So now we get to do the worst level in the game, where Mr. Hinckley, under the directions of Mr. Big, orders him to destroy us with the Lars super laser weapon in space, part of the Star Wars program. That's right, this conspiracy actually goes all the way up to the president. So, this level is called Brimstone. It is Vein of my Youth. It's probably the worst level in the game. There's really not anything that you're fighting. It's very easy to lose control. And to top it all off, every few hundred yards or so, there'll be a death laser shooting at you at random locations. And you just have to react to it. And unfortunately, sometimes the only thing you can do is either hit your brakes or just soak the damage. And the worst part is that pretty much every laser always gets close enough to damage your car, so it wears you down over time as well. No matter what you do, you can't really avoid taking little bits of damage. So we have to get through here first. Now luckily, this one right here. Whoa, so close there. But we do manage to skip a healthy chunk of the stage by taking this side road here and jumping up onto it instead of pretzeling our way around. So this particular area now is kind of dangerous. In fact, we're going to start driving along a narrow hillside, which makes it harder and harder for us to avoid the laser. So I actually like to drive pretty close to the cliff, so that if I have to dodge, I can dodge towards the mountain. So we're gonna make our way up. Whoa! Oops. Shoot something right there. The Lars will always appear directly in front of where you are pointing the vehicle. So one thing you can do to help kind of avoid it is serpentine a little bit, which will adjust which way you're pointing. It might throw the aim off a little bit. So, alright, so he's gonna stop shooting us for just a little bit now because we're coming up on an ambush set up by some SSS agents. However, just hop right over it and move on. make our way upside down and almost die. So this is bad. Now I've got moderately low health, but we did manage to avoid that encounter. So we just need to make our way through, and the Lars will be returning shortly. So, dangerous terrain, super weapons from space, and creepers. What could make it worse? Why not do all three at once? And so this is why at this point in the mission I always destroy at least one set of creepers. Oof, he tore me up pretty good there. So if I'm careful, I can avoid getting wiped out by the end. I'm very, very, very scared. So I think we lost the last creeper. We just need to make sure we avoid the Lars, and then we're good to go. I'm just driving very, very cautiously. Almost there. Made it. Alright. Yeah, that level's not fun. So we made it to Vegas so we can get Sky patched up so she doesn't bleed out. Unfortunately, there is a roadblock just on the outskirts of the city. Another police roadblock, so we're gonna have to avoid it and make our way through the sewers to get into Vegas. That's what this level is. So this is another labyrinth, kind of like the mall. The big downside to this stage is that there's all these gates, and only some of them work. So there's a lot of footwork in this level, and walking around is both slow and vulnerable.
Why do we have to kill them?
Because they are Russians.
Oh, right. Leave it to us.
Be careful, man. There are a couple of crafty Ruskies. Circus folk. Both of them. Speak perfect English. Trained killers. One may even look wounded. Take care, mister.
Right. Got it. Russians. Killers. Speak good English. Circus folk. We'll get them. My pleasure.
Uh-oh.
Absolutely delightful vigilantes that have unfortunately been coerced by the,
Let's go down there and
or I should say coaxed in,
Don't think I'm any less excited
by the SSS to attack us.
than you are, Ranger Allen. Over.
I'm so psyched to do what I've always dreamed of. I'm just about you, so get...
Ranger Allen.
Unbridled use of excessive. So unfortunately we have to steal Ranger Allen's ride here, because there's no way to get our car through the other side of the gate. So we're going to have to drive around through this humongous labyrinth of the sewers and try to find our way through it. And not flip out on everything as we drive. Luckily, Ranger Allen's car is armed with mines, which makes fighting the SSS stationed here pretty easy.
Gleaming mousetraps, bait, simple.
So we're gonna head to the first lever override station. In the middle of the map here, Gate Control Station B. I guess it's technically the second one. So we're gonna thread the needle here and park really, really close to the levers here. And then quickly get back in the car, because if we don't, we're gonna get shot very quickly by the SSS that come running in here. Doesn't look like we killed any with our mines. If they follow us, though, they'll probably die. So now at this point, we just have one more gate control lever, the master gate control lever that needs to be thrown. And it's actually in the other direction that we're driving, but it's guarded by a bunch of automated turrets. So we've got to make our way over to all the power supply for those turrets and destroy them. Turret right here. Try and make our way up here to the top surface without flipping over. Good. And that blows up all those turrets. Apparently, the electrical systems kept them from exploding. And by losing their electrical systems, they self-destruct. So now we can make our way out of here.
Yeah.
Drop some mines to discourage them following me. If they following, me, it's not that big a deal. We will eventually lose them. There we go. He ran over a mine. Good creeper. So now we're going to go all the way up here. There's no flat ground, so once we pop out, the car is just going to slide back down, unfortunately. But now we can make our way into the main override switch station with the humongous sign and head over and throw the lever to get out. Nice and quiet. Okay.
I deserve a gold star.
So that takes care of unlocking the gate in front of our truck. So now we got to go back to Sky and drive our truck through the sewers and out the exit to Las Vegas.
Hey, Stampede. How about a poem?
Inside 8 identical cylinders are 8 alike pistons, and 8 individual rods connect to one fine balance spring, which turns a timing chain that runs the cam, that lifts the lifters, and rocks the rockers, and impels the valves, which bears the bore to gas-air mixture, which when ignited by the coil burns like hellfire, whose oxidation causes expansion inside 8 identical cylinders.
Oh man, that was cool.
Those two didn't see me back here when they tried to hotwire the ride.
Alright, so
Now get back.
we've got our ride back. Just gonna make our way through the sewers
I
now.
hope it's safe. All we gotta do is find a way to the city.
Ooh, that was close. We jumped over that one. But we're gonna be alright. So we cross through Chamber B again, this time going out through the side exits and making our way through this last set of turns up this hill. It's got a beautiful sign, Las Vegas.
Okay, baby, we made it. Just hold on so I can get you to the hospital.
I'm holding, Taurus.
Alright, so that takes care of Septic Journey. So we're going to do a little more customization now. We are coming up on the final stages of the game. So we're going to remove our missile launchers, put in a little more nitrous, and some additional sucklers. So we made it back to Las Vegas. Unfortunately, the roadblock is throughout the entire city. It seems like everybody is on the lookout for these vigilantes, Rusky killers. We've got to get Sky to the hospital.
Yeah. 137 all units. Spotted heading north.
Gotta carefully make our way over some of these roadblocks. Which is why I packed a whole bunch of sucklers, because you gotta jump these things constantly. And like a glove, miss the entrance. Hopefully we can get in before the cops show. Please.
Here we are.
We're good. If any police show up before you get out of the hospital, then Sky will not get out of the car. So you've got to figure out a different way. Oh boy. Oh, this is bad. Oh, that's bad. Oh, we're dead. Okay. Bummer. That's a bit of a time loss. So unfortunately I landed on a cop, and then I slammed into a wall right after. So that's not good.
Plus some roadblocks.
Route.
137 all
Whoa.
units. Spotted heading north on Fandango.
Nope, there's a cop. You gotta kill him. Which is rough because these cops use those. And they are really, really good shots. Right, so that route's just not gonna work. So we gotta take the original route I was trying there. So this level can be quite a bit of a beast because you need to remove some of the guns that you don't need. You need to replace them with power-ups with less weapons.
Spotted heading north on Bangkok. Check that. Hero Palace Boulevard.
Here we are, baby.
Okay.
Get in me.
137 all units. Spotted heading north on Fandango.
We're good. Make our way back to Robot to confront the president. All right. So this is it. The final confrontation.
Well, look what we found, Mr. Hinckley. The bull in the china shop.
Mr. Big.
Yes, well, I admire your perseverance, but I think it's about time we murder you and proceed with the cover-up. Gentlemen?
No. Wait. What about the Contras? The passports?
We, America, the mightiest regime in the world, need to stamp out all traces of godless hedonism. As king...
President.
No, I'm king. I've changed my mind again. It will be my duty to execute the will of our great lady, democracy.
Oh, wait, I get it. The SSS, your SSS, is hiring the Contras to fight a private war. Who you gonna kill this time?
John Lennon.
Sir, we already did him.
Congress, of course. First strike against the legislature. We can take 'em. As God is my gibber, I'll kick those godless liberal tree-hugging Ruski lovers back to the Green Age. Bastards won't even let me fight a good war. You know, it's a shame you won't live to see the New World Order unfold.
I can't believe this.
I can. Gentlemen, ready? Aim. Fire.
Wow. Sky recovered incredibly fast and somehow made it through the waiting room in like no time at all. Also, I guess Skeeter had her bike?
I freaking hate this hedonism. I'm gonna climb inside that giant robot and use it to kill you all.
All right, folks, it's time for everybody's favorite level. Shoot that robot.
You look so small down there, Mr. Tortoise. Driving around, you remind me of Princess Grace just before we eliminated her.
That was you?
Well, yes, that was me. How about the untimely passing of Leonid Brezhnev? Cold War had to end sometime.
You killed Brezhnev?
Alex Hager's gonna spill the beans. He chose resignation over a shallow grave. Commendable. How about you, Mr. Tortoise? What's it gonna be? Resignation or shallow grave?
Man, shut up. I'm gonna spank your white ass from here to the Washington Monument.
Have it your way, but they're gonna find you, just like they found Belushi.
I have a new mission in life.
Okay, so this is the final boss fight. It is horribly unfair. The amount of defenses that this robot has is just insane. So we have to fight him from super far away, or else we're just getting shot by cannon fire. The further back we are, the less chip away at him at long range. That's it. So enjoy the final cutscene.
Creephead. I have a date with the press.
Where would this country be without this great land of ours?
What?
Do him.
Don't do him.
Do him.
Don't listen to that loser.
Why don't you fly off, Sky? President is a sleazebag.
You crud off. Look who's talking. Loser.
Will you both please shut up?
Yeah, shut up.
Shut up! Hey, Bonzo, it's bedtime. I'm watching you, creep. And if you do this again, I'm gonna stick my foot so far up, you're gonna be choking on leather. You dig?
Mr. Hinckley, I hold you responsible for our failure here today. I expect that you yourself may be involved in some kind of terrible incident in the very near future. An incident I have yet to craft, which may adversely affect your career, cause long-term incarceration, incapitation, constipation, or perhaps bodily injury that may result. Won't want to drop the soap where you're going. I'll give the Americans something they'll chew on for a long time. Hell, maybe I'll even involve Barbara Streisand or Jodie Foster. No, not Jodie Foster. Barbara's good, but not. I like the way Barbara sings. You know, I have all her records. But, oh, my pain. Oh, I need aspirin. Medic, Mayday. I'm going down. My goodness, someone's bleeding. Oh, that's me. Oh, that's not fair. You know, you should have... Where's my gun? I'd like to shoot you, too. Hey, I wonder if I whistle, if I run. Oh, the pain. Oh, that's it. I'm fading out. I'm going. I'm dying 1,000 deaths. This is it. Oh, man, I could... Mommy. Mommy. Oh, I need something. Oh, gee whiz. Man. Oh, that's it. I'm gone. That's it. I can't take this anymore. I'm fading out. Gone. Gee, I wish I was a Democrat.
And that is Interstate 82, all cutscenes, or at least the good ones. So I hope you enjoyed that, and I'm looking forward to showing it off sometime, hopefully at SGDQ. So yeah, hope to see you guys then. Thanks for watching.